So I wrapped up that video, and it's been a few days now, so actually I want to give a little bit of a, if you really don't know what you're looking at, it actually does look really good, but it's not as good as you think it is. If you come in down here, number one, the bugs are starting to die, but you can kind of tell I do got some good germination coming in here, and the grass is wet. So the peat moss really did its thing. The peat moss really did hold everything here. But once you cut this, you're going to kind of tell that it's some of the old grass that was already here, some of the seed that was already here. You got some weeds in here. But you do got a lot of good stuff starting to come in. So because it has been raining, because we don't really have to worry too much about watering. I'm still going to go ahead and water it now. Some of the bare spots that was in here, you can see down in there is coming in a little bit. Down here, you can see it in there. Here you go in here. Gonna get some of these weeds up as well. But I gotta let some of this harden up just a little bit. You can see down in there. It is starting to come in right there. Give this little patch. Now, didn't really take as good a hold in here. That's fine. I still got some more seed I can put down. Also right there. You can see it is starting to come in right there. Once again, I can still throw some seed down anyway. I'm trying not to trample on the grass. And there it's starting to fill in. This little bare spot right there. Now, the other thing you do want to still remember, we're quite a few weeks away from being able to put some real weed killer down over the entire lawn, because this stuff hasn't really rooted in. It's germinating, but it hasn't rooted, which pretty much means if I put weed killer on this, it's pretty much just going to wipe all this out. But a good mow is going to show me exactly what I need to do. I could spot spray, but I don't want to kill the entire lawn, because trying to kill this entire lawn, not killing the entire lawn, but trying to just do a get spray on the entire lawn will pretty much be the death of the new stuff. To be honest with you, I'm kind of thinking of it. I kind of am. Now, speaking of weed killing, I do got the T-zone. I am going to use this again on some weeds, but I'm not going to use this on the weeds out in my lawn right now, because the biggest thing about this stuff is this will kill all the early seedlings right now. The early germination I got, this will stun it and probably kill it off. So I'm going to use this stuff in a different place, and you're not supposed to use it like this. I want everybody to know this. This isn't Simple Lawn Solutions. This is this T-zone mixed with water. And they say you're not supposed to use it in the ortho, but the way I'm going to use it is going to be best for ortho, because this is actually what I'm going to be using it on. And to be totally honest with you, I don't care about this stuff. This actually isn't our side of the fence, my side of the fence. This is their side of the fence. They don't want to come clear it out. And, well, these aren't real trees. I don't know what the hell it is. I mean, I don't know what it is. And to be totally honest with you, they probably took care of this. I would probably not want to spray it and kill it. But because they won't take care of it or anything on their side of the yard, on their side of the fence, to die. And all of these are pretty much just weeds anyway, except for this stuff down here, which I'm going to feel really sorry about. All of this is just going to die off. Now, as you see, I did spray. And as you see, there's a lot of curling. There's a lot of yellowing, but it's not dying off. And as you can see, it's actually going to bury at this point. So I wouldn't suggest eating any of these. But if you come along this way right here, do see it died off quite a bit. But you can also see not all of it. So we're gonna have to hit this again because it rained the last few days. I couldn't hit, but I am gonna go ahead and hit all this again. And as you can see, on my side, I'm fine. On their side is where all the heavy death is. So I'm really gonna clear all the way to the end of the tree line. Leave that big one up right there. That big one's gonna stay. But the rest of this is about to die. Yay. Actually, just let me indulge you on a little bit of backyard sounds. Okay, I'm getting a little itchy out here, so it's time to go back in. But just want to give you a little update on what's going on. So, one more little bit. As you can see, a lot of this didn't germinate at all. But you can see, some of it did germinate. That big patch right there, this patch right here, there's a little patch right here. You see a little bit right there starting to come in. You see a couple of wisps over there, right there. So I don't know if it's the RTF or the RPR. But whichever one it is, let them battle it out. Let them fight amongst each other. I can't, I hate that it all didn't, but as the man Alan Hain would say, seed is cheap, throw her down. There's quite a bit of wind out here. No, it's not that lot. It's not that much wind, but kind of love it. So, grass just got cut probably about 30 minutes ago. And this is the result right here. Now, of course, everything's kind of laid over because they just cut. But if you take a step out, except for that stuff, I got to pull that. That much mushrooms pretty much just means that there's some good organics going on right there. Like I said, there used to be trees right here and over there. As you can see from the looks of it, You still got some bald spots right there, right over here, some in there, but you can see that it is coming in really good. You got a lot of good, it has filled in pretty good. This area right here, as you can see, as that stuff starts to turn brown, it's kind of going to go back in and refeed what's all there. This area right here too, as you can see, got a couple bald spots, but you know what, here's the thing, I put down RTR and RPR and RTF, so the RTF is pretty much going to fill in these bald areas. And there's still some seed down in there. Don't discount how good seed can be. So since the ground is kind of wet, I'm not really going to do anything. I'm not going to water it. It rained the last few days, and I did water it this morning, so you ain't got to worry about that. But let me take you back here. I want to show you something. So this area, as you can see, my weed killing spray did work. This thing right here just got zorched. This one right here, you can see it's starting to wilt. Maybe this one might take a couple days. I know I hit it, but you can kind of see it starting, but just like this one right here is gonna kind of go. But this one right here got torched. This got torched. Pretty much I just sprayed all the way at the bottom and just said whatever got hit, got hit. Now, as you can see as you come along, you can see that fence got hit too. You can see some of mine got hit, but the good thing is it's up against the fence. Who cares about it? You can also see this got hit very well. Now, just one more time, this is something that needs to be said. What I did was pretty much a way over application. You don't want to over apply. Look at that up there. Boy, it is over application. You really don't want to do stuff like that, but there's a reason I did that. But then again, there's a reason you don't want to do stuff like that. Boy, that's gonna go. And as you can see, some of what dripped down. Now, the thing is, when you spray up there, of course it's gonna spray down. And it is okay for tall fescue, for perennial rye, Kentucky bluegrass. But if you over apply, it will hurt this grass. But there's a reason you don't want to over apply. Let me try to help you out with that for a second. All right, now I want you to think of this right here. This is penicillin. Penicillin is not penicillin, but antibiotics. Antibiotics within itself, they're not bad. Okay, they help your body get over things that should not be in your body. But just like anything else, too much of it is a bad thing, because once it learns, hey, this is what it's going to take, it's going to learn how to mutate and to pretty much become resistant of the antibiotics. Same thing goes with weeds. If you pretty much just spray this stuff all the time, yes, the first few generations that you spray this on, it's gonna kill it. But at some point, that plant is gonna learn, oh, okay, he's gonna spray us with this, we're gonna learn how to just shrug this stuff off and keep growing. You don't want that to happen. And weed killers, whether it's this or it's this, you have what's called a yearly rate. You don't want to go over that rate. Okay, that's called irresponsible. So technically what I did could be called irresponsible. Now thankfully you put it down in water, so you do kind of dilute it quite a bit, but it's still irresponsible to do. The reason I did it is because I want to get this stuff dead, and I know that the neighbors aren't going to allow me on their side to take care of it, they're not going to take care of it themselves, and they're not going to call the landlord to take care of it. So I had to take care of it. But that's a one-time, actually, I guess that's a two-time thing. Never again. As a matter of fact, you know, I might go spray this out on the lawn. Actually, I'm going to wait until that stuff hardens up, and then I'm going to spray this on the lawn. And to be totally honest with you, I might give this to my yard care guy so he can use, if he's even able to use it. I'm not sure if he has his spray license, but if he does, he might get the rest of it, and we'll just, he as in me, we'll just use this stuff from now on. But I am for responsible use of chemicals and for fertilizers. Back in my young days, I did put malorganite down at a very extreme and aggressive rate. That's a natural. That's a little bit different than this. This is stuff that if it leaches down into the water table, it could get sucked up in the... I don't know how that works, so don't ask me. Go look at Green Lawn, the Lawn Care Guide. But I won't be using this after that stuff hardens up. Once it hardens up, I will use this one time for weed control, and after that, we won't be using it again. So I guess that leaves the question, what am I going to do with that? What am I going to do with this? And when is this going out? Now, let me answer these questions before I end this video, because I'm going to make this video just really short. The peat moss and the seed are going to be used in the fall. So pretty much, if I have to go in and do a little bit of seeding, that's what the seed is going to be used for. I should make sure it's okay. Yes, okay. The peat moss could be used for pretty much anything. If I have any potting that I want to do, or if I'm going to repair some spots, that could be used. And that leaves the Safer Lawn Restore. It's chilling. It doesn't really need it much right now. So pretty much it could stay here for a couple more months. But 9 times out of 10, around the time that I use this, I'm going to use this. And then I'm going to go on the bed. Probably, you know, early October, mid-October. So that's it, folks. Have fun. Good day. Happy lawn care.